So earlier today, the Supreme Court expansion bill proposed by Democrat Jerry Nadler has been dead on arrival. It is not going to be brought to a vote in the House. And that bill was intended to expand the Supreme Court from 9 Supreme Court justices to 13. And we know that these are lifetime appointments. But Nancy Pelosi says something very interesting. She said she doesn't rule out the idea of expanding the Supreme Court. This is a major problem. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and follow me on my various social media platforms at Young ManHood. Links in the description box. Getting into this particular video, I say it's a problem for me and for all of us who do not want a far left society. Because Nancy Pelosi, she said it herself, and really it's common sense. Because the Democrats currently have the presidency. They have the House. They have the Senate. All they need is to pack that Supreme Court and they will control all 3 levels of government. All 3 branches of government will be controlled by the left. And these ridiculous bills being proposed by Democrats usually will fly on through and be passed into law. This is why this is such a big deal. I don't want society to take a far left off a cliff because we know that the left, they don't value the Constitution as much as conservatives. They do not. They do not value First Amendment, Second Amendment. None of the Bill of Rights are valued when it comes to the far left. They want to wipe their ass with the Constitution. They really do. But we gonna get more into the details of the story brought to us by the Daily Wire. According to the Daily Wire, Pelosi will not bring Supreme Court expansion bill to a vote, but won't rule out court packing. That is the key takeaway from this situation. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said in a press conference today that while she will not rule out adding members to the Supreme Court in the future, she will not bring a proposed bill to expand the court to the floor for a vote. Yes, so that bill that was drafted earlier this week by Jerry Nadler, that is DOA, dead on arrival, not being brought to the floor in the House for a vote. Asked whether she planned to bring the bill, reportedly being drafted by House Judiciary Committee Chairman Representative Jerry Nadler and others to the floor for a vote, Pelosi answered no. She later clarified, however, that she has no plans to bring the current bill to the floor, but that she doesn't know if it's a good or bad idea to expand the court from 9 to 13 members, and that future a plan to expand the court is not out of the question. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. See, when you can really examine just how these career politicians speak, it's clear what their true intentions are. Whenever they say things like, "Oh, that's not out of the question," that's what they really want to do. They just don't want to do it right now while everybody's watching. They just don't want to do it right now for whatever reason. But when they say, "Oh, that's not out of the question," that's really what they usually want to do. They just not going to do it as of right now. Pelosi then suggested that packing the court is a legitimate way to break gridlock if Congress is faced with certain challenges. See, she says, "Oh, I don't have any plans to pack the court. We don't have any plans to put all liberal Supreme Court justices up there. We don't have a plan to add 4 more. We don't have a plan to do that. But it's a great idea, though." Pay attention. Pelosi went on to state, "It's not out of question. It has been done before in history." See, when they start bringing up, "Oh yeah, so we're not going to do it right now, but it's not a bad idea. It's been done before." See how these politicians present their case without presenting a case. Notice that. Notice the subtlety. So Pelosi went on to state, it has been done before in history in our country a long time ago, and the growth of our country, the size of our country, the growth of our challenges in terms of economy, etc., might necessitate such a thing, she added. See, she loves the idea of it, especially with Biden at the helm right now. She loves the idea of it. She already knows that whoever gets appointed to these new seats will be liberal. So that's why it's a great idea for her. The Supreme Court has had exactly 9 justices since 1869. Prior to that, the number fluctuated from 6 at the time of President George Washington to 5 to prevent then President Thomas Jefferson from appointing a new justice to the court, to 10 during President Abraham Lincoln's tenure. President Franklin D. Roosevelt tried to pack the court by adding 6 judges in the 1930s, but the Senate killed his hopes, shooting down the proposal 70 votes to 20. Damn. Getting blown out the water with that proposal. Daily Wire article goes on to state, Democrats have toyed with the idea of packing the court since then President Donald Trump appointed now Justice Amy Coney Barrett to replace the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The bill unveiled earlier this week would have added 4 justices, all it seems appointed by President Joe Biden. Yeah, they would have all been appointed by Joe Biden. But we have to be on the lookout, because just because this bill was DOA, that doesn't mean that the next bill will be. So we have to keep an eye out for this sort of thing. The bill is reportedly being led by House Judiciary Committee Chair Jerry Nadler of New York, Subcommittee Hank Johnson of Georgia, and Representative Mondaire Jones of New York in the House, while Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts is spearheading the bill in the Senate. So I'm sure they're not going to be giving up on their efforts to eventually try to pass a Supreme Court expansion bill. So this is their first attempt, but we will most definitely see more attempts of this under this presidency. I predict we're going to be in for a rough ride. But I'm curious what you guys think. Maybe some of y'all might think that's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, and blessings to you.